Today, I haven't done a video in forever. I apologize the way I look. I'm doing it in my bedroom, which is a mess in the background. Anyways. Okay, so I haven't made a video in possibly over like 8 months, maybe? 8 months? I don't know. I remember it was sometime the beginning of this year. Today is Monday, November 18th, 2019. And let's see. I am a year and 5 months post-op from VSG that I had at Kaiser. I don't even keep track of that shit anymore, honestly. I was if you've seen my past videos, my most recent video, which was I think back in April of this year, I had just hit my 1 year. I was about to hit my 1 year, and I did announce that I was pregnant, that I had just found out that I was pregnant, and I was freaking out over that because, you know, I wasn't expecting to get pregnant. It wasn't planned because I couldn't have kids anymore. So if you see my last video, you'll see on there that I was kind of freaking out about it, whatever. But here I am, 9 months later, 8 months later, and yes, I am pregnant. Very pregnant, as you can see. I am officially 9 months pregnant. My due date was 2 days ago, and he still doesn't want to come out. It's a boy. So I am going to the hospital tomorrow because they are going to induce me and do a C-section to get him out. So I'm really scared about that. I'm getting really nervous because, with the whole VSG thing, after I had VSG, I had the VSG so I can lose the weight. I ended up losing about 85 to 90 pounds, I think. I don't even know what my weight is right now, but I know I've gained a lot of weight with this pregnancy. The lowest that I had ever seen my weight with VSG was 230 pounds. When I started like at 317, when I started the options classes, the fat classes. Now that I'm pregnant, my journey would, okay, I was really scared about getting pregnant after VSG because it was really soon after my pregnancy that, sorry, my husband's calling me. Everything happened way before I was expecting it. So I'm just going to try to give a quick rundown of how my pregnancy has gone, because I know it's going to do videos in between, but it was too much. It was too much. So, okay. After I found out I was pregnant, I was nervous as hell. I was scared. I was like, fuck, what did I do? And not because I didn't want the child, not because I didn't want the baby. It was just because I was scared. I was scared because I was fresh off of, VSG surgery. I was still in the process of losing weight. So my body hadn't completely transitioned from my VSG surgery. So I was just freaking out like, oh my gosh, I had the VSG for nothing because now I'm just going to gain all that weight back, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so this was what happened to me. After I found out I was pregnant, I was scared because I was watching a couple videos on YouTube and people were saying that, they got pregnant soon after having their VSG, and they had complications where the baby wasn't gaining weight. They were giving birth to 2-3 pound babies. They were just, nutrient defiant. And those were things that were freaking me out because I'm just like, I just didn't want to have a bad experience. But, my first 5 months of the pregnancy were really bad. And I'm not saying bad like health wise, but just like I had a lot of nausea. The morning sickness lasted like the good first 5 months. It was really bad. I wasn't throwing up, but I would just constantly be nauseous. Like it's a constant nauseous. Nothing like after you have VSG surgery. To me, if I'm comparing, you know, pregnancy nausea to VSG nausea is like a walk in the park, because I think I was only nauseous for like, I don't know, maybe one day, and that was it. And then like with pregnancy, I was nauseous for 5 months. My first 5 months were really bad because I was really nauseous, and it was just gross. I would have to carry like little like throw up bags in my car. Although I never threw up, I would just gag and gag and gag and gag. And to me, that's the worst. Like you're just gagging, but you don't throw up. Like it's just a constant gag. Anyways, that happened to me the first 5 months. So I was just like, man, fuck this. I was like, I was miserable. I was miserable. But, you know, I was taking my vitamins, doing what I had to do. Throughout my entire pregnancy, after 5 months, it got a little bit better. And I didn't start showing with the VSG surgery. I didn't start showing till I was about 6.5 months pregnant. So until between then and 6.5 months, you couldn't even tell I was pregnant. Like everyone that knew me, obviously, and that I had already announced that I was pregnant, like nobody, you couldn't tell I was pregnant. And I didn't gain a lot of weight my first 6 months. My first 6 months, I probably gained maybe 10 pounds, if anything. And honestly, I mean, it sounds like a lot, but really, if you're pregnant and you're 6 months in and you've only gained 10 pounds, that's actually not a really high number, because usually by 6 months, some women, especially if you come from like, you know, being obese or fat, you usually are by 6 months. With my first pregnancy, I was already probably like at 25 pounds gained. So I do give VSG a lot of credit because it helped me not overeat my first 6 months. Because even if I was nauseous, I would still eat. I would still eat whatever the hell I wanted. I would eat at my regular times. And I would still be eating small portions. Like my appetite didn't, I had a bigger appetite, but it didn't, I think the VSG prevented me from overeating, which I'm very thankful for, because if it weren't for the VSG, by my 6 months, I would have been maybe at 25, 30 pounds gained. And I wasn't. I was at a very good amount. Like it was probably about 10 to 12 pounds at the most. So after I hit that, after my nausea started going away, my appetite did get a little bit bigger. I started noticing that, yes, I was able to eat a little bit more than like a cup and a half of food. But to me, like, honestly, after 6 months of being pregnant, I was just like, you know what? I'm not even going to worry about my weight gain. Because I was so scared about like just gaining 40, 50 pounds. Because like I said, with my first son, 16 years ago, I ended up gaining 60 pounds and that was my very first pregnancy. That's when I was already fat though back then. So I had absolutely no control over, like, I had no self-discipline. I ate whatever the hell I wanted. I figured, oh, I'm pregnant, I could eat whatever I want. Not really thinking about like, okay, this weight is going to stay on me for the rest of my life. So now, you know, this time around, I'm obviously more self-conscious about it. I'm older, I'm wiser, so I know what pregnancy can do to your body and how long the after weight can stay on your body if you don't take care of yourself. So, you know, all that plus with the VSG, it really helped me kind of stay on track. So yeah, after 6 months, you know, I'm just like, I'm not going to worry about this. The baby's healthy. You know, I got all my tests done to make sure that everything was good. Thank God all my tests came back negative, so that, you know, so far what's on paper based on my test results, based on my blood work and my labs and stuff, you know, that the baby is healthy. And what, as I mentioned earlier, one of my biggest concerns was that the baby wasn't going to gain weight because I don't eat as much as I used to. But my doctor told me that this baby right here, this is an 8-pounder right here. And she said he was 8 pounds that was about a month ago. So I'm sure he's more than 8 pounds now. So I don't have to worry about, you know, having a baby that is underweight. So, yeah, so I mean, I've been really tired with this pregnancy, but I'm sure it has a lot to do with my age as well. I'm 38 years old. This is my second child that I've ever had been pregnant with. My first child is a 16-year-old. So obviously, like I said with my previous videos, all this was unexpected. I didn't believe my doctor, my surgeon, after he said after VSG, your fertility goes through the roof. I didn't believe it. Obviously, it's true. So if you're doing VSG, if you've had VSG and you don't want to get pregnant, it's not in, it's just not in it's just not in your plans anymore. Make sure you do take care of yourself. Me and my husband, we were in shock, obviously, in the beginning because we're like, what the hell? Like, I thought I couldn't have kids anymore. I really did. But I guess it was because I was really fat, so I wasn't getting, my periods on time. I wasn't ovulating like I should. So VSG fixed all that for me. So I got pregnant. So we're very happy now. We're very excited. We're prepared for the baby now, as much as you can be. So, and, and we're happy about it. But I'm going to get my tubes tied after this. Because I'm 38, 2 kids, that's enough. And it's a 16-year difference between my first kid and now my second kid. So, and I'm 38. My husband is 43, I think, or 42. Like, we're like, okay, we're too old for this shit. So he slipped by, which is fine. We're gonna, do the best that we can. But yeah, I'm gonna get my tubes tied. So tomorrow I'm supposed to have my C-section, and they're also gonna tie my tubes since I'm already gonna be open. So they're gonna do both operations at the same time. So right now, like, okay, I'm freaking out, and I know I shouldn't be because, when I had the VSG, I was freaking out. It's the same pre-surgery jitters that you get. You're just like, oh, because all you're thinking about is surgery again. You think of the aftermath of the surgery, the blood clots, whatever, the infections, everything that can go wrong with any surgery. The C-section is also considered major surgery, just like the VSG is considered a major surgery. To me, the VSG would be safer because it's laparoscopic. Cesarean, you guys, if you're a woman or a man, whatever, you know that they do actually cut you. So they are going to be cutting me open. So that's kind of freaky, whatever. So I'm a little freaked out over it. But, I'm just, all I can do is, just pray on it and just expect the best and hope and pray that the baby, comes out happy, well, healthy, obviously. And that I just have no complications in recovery. So, that's mainly it. Like, I wish I would have made more videos, but I'm like, you know what? I got to make a video at least before I give birth. But yeah, like with the weight gain, like I said, I don't know how much I've gained, but I'm assuming I have gained at least 30 pounds back from getting pregnant, which to me, like, even if it's 40 pounds, it is what it is. I don't care because all I care about is just delivering a healthy baby. I'll worry about losing the weight after I have the baby. I plan to do what I can. Obviously, once the baby's out of my body, I will try to, go back to being healthy again. I was even thinking maybe I'll do the liquid diet again, maybe for like a week. Just doing like the protein, the Isopure drinks with the protein shakes, maybe doing that for a week, and then just doing I'm gonna figure something out because I obviously I'm not taking my VSG surgery for granted. Just because I got pregnant doesn't mean that I'm not gonna continue to try to stay slim. Although I'm not slim anymore. The good thing though with the pregnancy, like I said though, with the VSG, and I'm sorry, I'm wearing a hat because my hair is an effing mess. I haven't brushed my hair in like 3 days. But yeah, like, my face is still thin. You can still see my collarbones. My arms are still small. Like, gaining the baby weight, everybody tells me it's nothing but stomach. I feel it everywhere though, because after you've lost all that weight and you start gaining some of it back, you start feeling it. So I'm constantly out of breath, but I'm also anemic. There was a couple things that I was really low on in my vitamins. So, you know, I was a lot of the times throughout the pregnancy, I'm constantly out of breath. I'm constantly fatigued. But you know, it's nothing where that I can't handle. It's nothing that I can't put up with. I can't tolerate. It's just normal stuff, and I don't say that that's specifically because of my VSG, because I'm low on my vitamins. No, it's also because of my age. You know, I'm carrying a baby at the age of 38. It's not the same as when I carried a baby 16 years ago when I was 21 years old. It's a big difference in the age, and it's a big difference on your body. As you're older, you feel the pregnancy a lot more, a lot more. So, but other than that, I mean, thank God I haven't had any major complications, like nothing, no emergencies. I didn't faint. I went to Disneyland because you guys know I'm a big time Disney freak. So I almost passed out at Disneyland a couple times because I was going during the summer when it was like over 95 degrees. So I would be standing in line. I couldn't stand in line in the heat for like anything. Like it was horrible. And I almost passed out a couple times in line waiting to buy ice cream. And it's funny because it would happen in the same effing line all the time. It was in line to, I don't know if you guys have gone to California Adventure. There's a place in there called the Abominable Snowman Snacks. I love their ice cream. Oh my God, their lemon ice cream with blueberry slushing at the bottom. Oh my God, it's so good. And when you're pregnant, it's even better. So I would stand in line in that, and like 5-10 minutes into the line, I would be like super woozy. I would be like, oh my God, I need to sit down. So, but thank God I never actually got to the point where I passed out. My son would always tell me like, Mom, you should have just passed out, and that way, like, you know, because you know at Disney, if there's like a medical emergency, they make a big ass scene, and I'm like, oh yeah, we probably could have gotten free passes for a year. But yeah, so, but no, I never passed out, but I almost did. So be very, very careful when you're pregnant, and if you're going to Disneyland in the heat, it takes a big toll on your body. But I don't know, like now that I'm thinking about all the memories, I'm just like, oh my gosh, you know, like these are things I'm always going to remember. And I've been super grouchy my whole pregnancy too, and I feel bad for my friends and my family and my husband because I've been like a major bitch. Like my hormones were just really bad. I'm already like a bitch in like as it is. Like I'm very sarcastic. I'm like the type, like, if you know, you're like, oh, you know, like if you're the like, I'm always a friend that I'll be like, really, really. So with the pregnancy, it got a little worse. So I hope after I have the baby that everything goes back to normal. But yeah, like I just wanted to do like a quick update. Oh my gosh, this video is already 18 minutes. That's way too long. But yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know. I know there's only probably like 3 people that watch my videos, but that's okay. Maybe this is helping you, you know, like, you know, maybe you're going through the same thing, or maybe you're going through the surgery and whatever. But everyone from my surgery class, because we still keep in touch, you know, we all do the group message. Everyone's doing great. Everyone's doing great. I'm the only dumb one that got pregnant. But everyone else, I mean, they're doing great. One of them had hit us up maybe a few months ago that he started gaining a lot of weight back. But he was one of the bigger ones in the class. Like he was probably maybe close to 400 pounds, maybe he was in the 350s, 400, because he was kind of a short dude. And he hit us up maybe like 3 months ago saying that he started gaining a lot of weight back, and that he was going to try to reset his sleeve all over again. So I guess he was going to start the pre-op diet and all that good stuff, because I think he had gained maybe 20 pounds back, but he had lost a shitload though. He had lost well over 100 pounds. So he was just concerned that, you know, after a year or whatever, that he gained back like 20 pounds. But he hasn't hit us up again to let us know if how the whole reset of his diet went. I'll probably ask them in a few days because they all want to know when the baby's born. So once I let them know, and then I'll ask them to see if he was able to reset his VSG sleeve again. But for the most part, everyone that's lost the weight has kept it off. It's a great surgery, and I'm gonna make videos, not as often obviously, but maybe in a few months I'll make another one to see after I give birth how fast I start losing the weight again. Because that's one of my biggest like goals and concerns right now, is how fast am I going to lose this baby weight. So I will definitely make videos about that, keep that posted, and I'll see how how my diet affects whatever. If we'll just see, we'll see. I don't know what my videos are going to be about, but it's mostly going to be about me trying to go back to my post-op weight, which my lowest post-op weight was 230. So I find out tomorrow officially how much I actually have gained throughout the pregnancy. I will reveal all that on my next video, and we'll just take it from there. But thank you guys for watching. Just really quick, my room is a mess, but I'm gonna show you guys like my nursery, my son, my new kid's little room. Yeah, his name's gonna be Mason. We had to put the crib next to in our room because I'm not gonna make him share a room with my 16-year-old son. That's not fair to him. But anyway, so wish me luck tomorrow. I will let you guys know how the C-section goes, how I feel afterwards. Because from what I remember, the C-section pain is way worse than the VSG pain. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes tomorrow. But wish me luck. And thank you guys for watching. Have a good day.